Everyone. All right, today we're going to go through how to set up and install this package if you're setting everything up for the first time. So at this point, you should have gotten a zip file like this called Level Design Course Assets, and we're going to be creating a new Unity project and then adding in these assets to the new Unity project, and then that'll get us all set up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up Unity. Now I'm using a Mac. If you're using Windows, this is going to look a little different, but the process should be the same. So first we open up Unity. You should get a window like this. Yours probably won't have a big list of things here, but there should somewhere be an option for you to create a new project. So you click New. And then it will ask you for your project name. We're going to call this Level Design Course Project, because why not? And then it'll ask you where you want to put it. I'm putting it in my Documents folder, but you can put it wherever you want. We want this to be on 3D, not on 2D, and we want this switch to be off so that Unity Analytics is disabled. Then you click Create Project. And Unity will open up a brand new project window for you. Now, yours may look a little different when it opens up than mine. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the Layout button over here, and we're going to change this to Default. And that should look the way that it looks by default when you open up the window. So if yours doesn't look the way mine did, you can click up here and click Default, and now it'll look the same. So the first thing that we need to do is add in all of the files from the zip file. So I'm going to make this window a little smaller, and I'm going to unzip this file. On a Mac, all you got to do is double click it and it unzips it. But if you're on Windows, you may have to do a few other things to get it unzipped. But once you've got it unzipped, you should have this folder called Assets. Open up the folder, and then inside the folder you've got this examples file, this materials folder, the scripts folder, and then this thing called wallphysics.material. And then for everything that's in here, you've also got a .meta file. You can ignore the .meta files. They're not super important for what you're doing now, but just so that you know, they're files that Unity creates to store metadata in. And metadata is, things like what version of Unity were you using when you created this, and so forth. So not anything you're going to be using in this class, and it'll be invisible to you once you get it into Unity. So I'm going to select everything in here. I'm going to hold Shift and click down at the bottom, and that'll select them all. And then I'm going to drag all the files down here into my project window assets folder. And then it'll import them, which will take a second. And bam, now we've got these. Now, I don't particularly like this view, so I'm going to drag this little slider down, and that'll make it so that everything is smaller and easier to read. But you can have it however you like it. So now, that's all you need to do to set up this package. So if you see, I'll double click on this example scene, and this will open up the scene I showed you in the first video. And then if you press play up here, it should work. And you can press W, A, S, and D to move around, and you can move the camera to direct it. So if you want to, go ahead and check this out and see what you can do with it. You'll notice that the mouse is hidden. If you want the mouse to be unhidden, press the Escape button, and the mouse will become available again, and you can do things like press play or pause or whatever. So in the next video, we're going to talk a little bit more about how to set all this stuff up.